I think I filmed this in around, I think it was in 2010, and I don't think I ever uploaded it. I don't think I can upload the footage. It wasn't that wonderful because the sun was in the wrong direction. I came early in the morning, and the camera was flaring a lot, and I didn't know how to take proper natural movies and things like that like I do now. I mean, something they just don't tell you in the instruction booklet. If you want to take true to life movie, set your camera on night scene. Why don't it just bloody well say that in the instruction book? If you want true to life, what you see is what you get movies during the day, set your camera on night scene. And vice versa, if you want true to natural colour at night time, set your camera on day function. Yeah, incredible, isn't it? But yeah, it's taken me, what, 5 years basically and a bit to come across that. Just 2 or 3 sentences in the instruction manual could have helped, fellas. It's like with my video camera. It took me 8 months to learn. If I put it on, I think it was 2.25 setting, I could get focus from 0 to infinity. Whatever I panned across, it would come into focus automatically on the camera. How come that wasn't in the instruction booklets, fellas? I mean, I know you have to print them in Japanese, but surely. Anyway, onwards and upwards. I think that's my rant for today. But yeah, I mean, some of the basics, like focus is the most basic thing in photography. You can forget lighting. If you can't get focus, there's no point putting the lighting over anything. If it's just a blur, you'll just have a bright or dim blur, Focus comes first, lighting comes second. Okay. I mean, it's no good going to see Star Wars Episode 3 when it's out of focus on right and left and down the bottom like it was when I went to see it, after having seen Episode 1 and 2 in, equivalent to DVD quality but on a large screen. I mean, I saw the first episode 1 down at Mount Gambier. Just happened to be in the town when they were celebrating the opening of their new cinema complex, and the whole the back wall of Cinema 1 was the screen of Episode 1. And when they talk about a jaw-dropping experience, I had my first true jaw-dropping experience in life. When that ship blew up, I physically stood up and my jaw physically dropped. Right, the quality. I mean, that was DVD quality before I knew what DVD quality was, but it was on the scale of a whole back wall of a cinema. So I think I was spoilt with that. And then in town I got to see Episode 2 in the same sort of quality. So then I went out because my son was getting to the age, he was getting into it sort of thing. And I've got a poor memory due to my second half of my childhood. I thought I'd better learn these names for my son, so I got out one of these visual dictionary things, bought that, I bought the basic comic book story. So I was most disappointed when I went to see Episode 3 and we find out that George Lucas, in his infinite wisdom, wants to be the last person in the world, go down in history, being the last person to use acetate copies in the world. Australia's been getting these acetate copies for yonks, So, that's why I think in a way we're also so pissed off with this broadband business, because we know what we've been missing out for the last, 15 years, Because King John Howard did nothing on broadband for 10 years, and then now there's a lag phase, so we're basically 15 years behind the rest of the world. And in those 15 years, people could be dying, dying of cancer, dying of natural causes. In those 15 years, they could have been catching up on movies in high quality that they probably saw either in their childhood or in their middle years and would like to see again, but now see them in the true quality that they were shown at the cinema, probably in America and places where they were first filmed and things like that. So, that's what is really starting to piss us off in Australia, is we're so far behind the rest of the world, and now they want to give us a Clayton's broadband technology, copper to the home. No, mate, we want fibre to the home, and we're not going to pay $5,000 for a connection fee, mate. You can just piss off out of office if you're going to try and foist that one on us. You can just take your Speedos off the bloody lodge. Your mental image of your Speedos on the lodge washing line now, mate. You're Gonski.